big story tonight. A historic heat wave is expected to bring some of the hottest temperatures we have ever seen in western Washington. Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, all bracing for 100 degrees or higher this weekend. All-time records could fall on Sunday, Preston.
It's going to be hot. For people who cannot find relief, the heat could go from downright uncomfortable to potentially dangerous. In homes and apartments that don't have air conditioning, the soaring temperatures can be hard to escape. We have live team coverage tonight as the region prepares for multiple days of sweltering heat. We begin with KOMO's Joel Moreno live in Seattle tonight with some ways to keep cool under your own roof. Joel?
Yeah, Preston, running fans can be pretty effective to hold down the heat, but people have to make a few adjustments, and there are some other ways to take the edge off that upcoming summer swelter. When the morning sun first starts to pour in, closing the drapes and shades is a good start to help a house stay cool.
That will block almost 45% of the heat from coming into your house.
On especially hot days, keeping the windows closed can seal out the warm air, but the reverse is true at night.
And in the evening, when temperatures have cooled off a little bit, open them up, get some cross ventilation.
Fans really add to that air circulation, and there are ways to make them more effective. A bowl of ice set in front can make for a cool, misty breeze. Trouble now is that with the threat of rising temperatures, stores are already starting to run out.
This is where we normally keep fans, these two end caps and this top shelf along here.
Turning the lights off, especially in rooms with incandescent bulbs, helps hold down the temperature. Same goes for other household items.
When you cook, consider using those small appliances. Get out the crock pot, use the toaster oven rather than your major appliances.
So don't use a dishwasher, don't use your washer and dryer during the day.
And while plenty of homes still don't have them, air conditioners are becoming more common in our region. Some call them essential.
I couldn't live without AC, so I did it before. Yeah, no way.
Molly, firefighters are nervous but prepared for what's to come. I mean, just take a look at this brush around me off of Highway 5 right here. It is starting to already look brown, and in the coming days, that could be worse with this ripe fire danger, and that's a big concern. From the north,
The biggest thing is to be safe.
to the south and east and west,
We're asking folks just to be really, really safety conscious.
first responders and forecasters are sounding the alarm on exceptionally high fire danger. Temperatures are soaring to triple digits, plus all the fuel and low humidity. It's the perfect recipe for brush fires that could spread and destroy homes.
Just know that in our area, when something does take off, especially with these dry temperatures, low humidities, low fuel moistures, it will take off.
Our KOMO chief meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell says the last time we had a historic heat wave was in July 2009.
That was when we hit 103, the all-time hottest temperature ever recorded at SeaTac Airport. That was over a decade ago. We're going for it again, and we're going for it 2 days in a row. And so that's one of the many reasons that this particular heat wave is unprecedented.
Now Snohomish County is starting an early burn ban on Friday. There's a burn ban now in effect in Thurston County and one starting in Kitsap County on Saturday.
We do have houses on top of each other. We have very dense communities. And that's certainly one of our concerns and why we issue these burn bans earlier.
And new this year, fireworks are now banned in unincorporated southwest Snohomish County. Firefighters are giving out these free yard signs to share the message. They also say to avoid starting fires, don't flick cigarettes out of windows, watch lawnmowers for sparks and safety tow chains on boat trailers, and avoid parking on grassy shoulders.
A single spark doesn't do much, but as those sparks accumulate in those areas where those fuels can accumulate, creates a potential for a fire.
Yeah, Eric, harsh words from that mother who does not have a great opinion on how Seattle handles crimes in its homeless camps.
So he stabbed him 10 times before he took his life. For what?
Angela Uribe is talking about her son, Bradley, who was stabbed to death in the homeless camp at City Hall Park next to the courthouse 2 days before his 32nd birthday.
The state of Washington has failed my son.
Bradley arrived in Seattle a month ago from their Lake Charles, Louisiana home to seek a better life, says his mother, who admits he's had a troubled past. But she's putting some of the blame for his death on Seattle's criminal justice system.
That city It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible place.
The suspected killer, Michael Sadejo, had been accused of beating and robbing Richard Weisgerber in the park weeks earlier. Prosecutors asked for a $50,000 bail.
In this case, we argued that he was unlikely to appear for future court dates. We also argued that he would be likely to commit another violent act.
A judge dropped it to $20,000. Another judge dropped it further to $5,000. And a bail reform group that helps the accused who are poor paid it. And Sadejo was released from jail.
And not even a few days later, he attacked these people at the park, which was the cause of my son's death.
Because I don't know what I was charged for.
Just wait and I'll
That's right.
By comparison, Courtney Williams, the judge ordered us not to show his face, pled guilty today in court for killing a dog in the park.
Then we'll keep bail at $25,000.
And he remains in jail. That $25,000 bail was not lowered. Uribe's mom is so upset at Seattle's criminal justice system, she wants the city to pay for her son's body to be flown home to Louisiana.
We're trying to get Seattle, is where this happened, to furnish the funds because it's their responsibility for what happened.
There are still no immediate plans to remove the camp.
We were really working with the county, which was taking the first sense in hiring the outreach workers to get people out of the park.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Johnson from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and all of Western Washington. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.